So one image that I've made that really sticks with me, that sort of made a big impact for my career in particular, was an image that I made when I was working in Chernobyl in 2018. I was there with Photographers Without Borders, and the goal was to make a documentary. I was there with a fellow photographer named Ron B. Wilson, who's really, really brilliant. And one of the things that I wanted to do, I was primarily there to shoot video, and Ron was primarily there to shoot stills. But one thing that I was really curious about doing is I was experimenting a lot, and I do this still with infrared images. So I took my grandfather's Leica M2, and I took some infrared sensitive film and a bunch of filters, and I wanted to do an infrared film project in and around the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Pripyat, the city that was then abandoned, to quite literally show this in a different light. And the one image in particular that really stood out for me was in a lot of European cities. When you enter the city, there will be a sign with the name of the town, and then when you leave the city, there's the same sign with a line through it to show that you are leaving the town. And so in Chernobyl City, where people still do, they live 7 days on, 7 days off, liquidators who still work at the plant, they have a monument where they've taken the city signs from all of the towns and cities in the surrounding area that had to be abandoned, and they've lined them all up in 2 rows down this long park in the center of Chernobyl City, and it's a white sign on one side and it's black with a line through it on the other, to show that no one's ever able to go back to live in those again. And so I took an infrared image down the line of those two lines of all of the signs, and it really, like, it's a very impactful monument, and it really felt strong then. But those infrared images in Chernobyl ended up leading me to, I was posting them online, and the curator of Exposure, which is the Middle East's largest photography festival, got in touch in a way that at first felt very suspicious. Like, hey, I run a photography festival in the Middle East. Would you like to come out? And I was like, surely this is a scam. And I looked him up, and no, Simon has been running this festival for a number of years. He invited me out and printed these images for me as part of this exhibition that I was able to do there. And that image ended up being the centerpiece at that presentation, and I got to see it, 6 feet by 4 feet, to really try and help other people feel that same impact that I felt when I was standing there. And so that's an image that has really stuck with me, and introduced me to this wonderful community of filmmakers and photographers from all over the world as a result.